Hello dear children, good morning. Children, today I am going to continue the reading part of your lesson 4, The Stone Cutter. We have completed one part of the reading, right? And in today's class we are going to continue the remaining part. The Stone Cutter. Stonecutter, the Stone Cutter. Children, in our previous class, we have completed the reading part till 5th paragraph, and in today's class I am going to continue from 6th paragraph of your lesson for the stone cutter. See page number 41, 6th paragraph. It was now the beginning, beginning of summer, and each day the sun blazed, blazed more fiercely, fiercely. One morning, the heat, heat was so great, great, that the stonecutter could scarcely, scarcely breathe, breathe, and he was determined, determined that he would stay indoors, indoors till the sunset. He was rather rather dull, for he had never learned learned how to amuse himself, and was peeping peeping through through the closed closed blinds blinds to see what was going on in the street, when a little carriage carriage passed by, drawn and drawn by servants dressed in blue and silver. In the carriage sat a prince, prince with a golden umbrella, umbrella held over his head to protect, protect him from the sun's rays. Oh, if I were only a prince, said the stonecutter to himself, himself, as the carriage vanished, vanished around the corner. Oh, if I were only a prince and could go in such a carriage and have a golden umbrella held over me, how happy I should be. Happy. All of you turn your pages, children. And a prince he was. Before his carriage rode, rode one company, company of men, and another behind it. Servants, servants dressed in scarlet, scarlet and gold, bore him along. The coveted, the coveted umbrella held over his head. He had everything his heart desired. Heart, heart desired. Yet it was not enough. Enough. He still looked around, something to wish for, and when he saw that in spite of the water he poured, poured on the grass, grass, the rays of the sun scorched, scorched it, and that in spite of the umbrella held over his head, each day his face grew, grew browner, Browner, browner and browner. He cried in anger, Anger, anger. The sun is mightier, Mighttier. The sun is mightier than I. Oh, if I were only the sun. And the mountain, 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 spirit, Spirit answered, your wish is heard. The son you shall be. And the son he was, and felt himself proud, proud in his glory, glory. He shot his beams above and below, on earth and in heaven, heaven. He burnt up the grass in the fields and scorched the faces of princes as well as poor folk. But in a short time he began to grow tired of his might, for there seemed, seemed, nothing left for him to do. Discontent, discontent, once more filled, filled his soul, and when a cloud covered his face and hid the earth from him, he cried in his anger, does the cloud hold captive? Captive my race, and it is mightier, mightier than I. Oh, I wish that I was a cloud and mightier than any. And the mountain spirit answered, your wish is heard, a cloud you shall be. Next paragraph. And a cloud he was, and lay between, between the sun and the earth. He caught, caught the sun's beams and held them, and to his joy the earth grew, grew, green again, and flowers, flowers, blossomed, blossomed. But that was not enough, enough for him. And for days and weeks he poured, poured forth rain till the rivers overflowed, overflowed their banks, and the crops of rice stood, stood in water. Towns and villages were destroyed, destroyed by the power of the rain. Only the great rock of the mountainside remained unmoved. The cloud was amazed, amazed at the sight, and cried in wonder, is the rock then mightier than I? Oh, if I were only the rock! And the mountain spirit answered, your wish is heard, the rock you shall be. Next paragraph. And a rock he was, and gloried, gloried in his power, proudly, proudly he stood, and neither, neither the heat of the sun nor the force of the rain could move him. This is better than all, he said to himself. But one day he heard a strange noise at his feet, and when he looked down to see what it could be, he saw a stonecutter driving, driving tools into his surface. Even as he looked, he could feel himself tremble, tremble, and soon a great block broke, broke off and fell to the ground. Then he cried in wrath, wrath, is a mere child of earth mightier than a rock? Oh, if I were only a man! And the mountain spirit answered, your wish is heard, a man once more you shall be. And a man he was once again, and by the sweat of his brow he toiled, Toiled, toil again, at his trade of stone cutting. His bed was hard and his food scanty, 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 but he had learned to be satisfied with it and did not long to be something or somebody else. And as he never asked for things he did not have or desire to be greater and mightier than other people, he was happy at last and never again heard the voice of the mountain spirit. So this is all about the reading part of your lesson 4, the stonecutter. Children, once go through the today's video and start reading the lesson, and if you find any doubts in pronunciation you can ask me. Okay, bye children, thank you.